So, hello, doctors, students of homeopathy, people working in different fields of homeopathy, and lovers of homeopathy. A very warm welcome to all of you. So, let's begin the international session with a silent prayer. Thank you, everyone. Today is the 1860th day of uninterrupted daily webinar of the International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. Today, we are truly honored to have among us a distinguished guest, Dr. Venugopal S. Reddiar, a name that commands respect in both medical science and behavioral science across the world. Dr. Reddiar completed his MBBS and MD in general medicine from Trivandrum Medical College, and he earned his MRCP and ABIM. He served as assistant professor of medicine in the Kerala Medical College service until 1992 and has been working in the USA since 1994 as a primary care physician and behavioral scientist. With over 45 years of medical experience, Dr. Reddiar is not only a seasoned physician but also a profound thinker. He has hosted over 250 webinars on medical and behavioral science, inspiring countless minds across the globe. Today, he will be sharing his insight on a fascinating topic, KISS principle for success and happiness. Sir, we are eager to learn from your wisdom, and we are certain that your talk will leave us enlightened and motivated. So, on the behalf of IFPH family and all participants, I extend a very warm and respectful welcome to you, sir. Sir, now please begin your session.
Okay. Good evening, friends. Let me make sure that the slides are visible. I'm going to share the slides first.
Sure, sir.
Okay, I assume that slide is visible and I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, friends. I will
Sir,
try to...
Sorry, now your slides are not visible. Just now.
Just a minute. I first show the slide, then
Okay,
I will stop. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sure, sir.
So now it is 8:35. I'll try to finish my session within 45 minutes. Then we'll have at least 10 minutes for Q&A session. Topic is KISS principle. KISS is an acronym for Keep It Simple, Stupid. My session will be interactive, and I try to make it simple interaction through the chat box. So what do I mean by simple? I'll be asking some questions, and I would like to give a response in one alphabet most of the time. That's what I'm going to show. What exactly would I like you to just put in the chat box? NYACTER. If I ask you, do you know this? If you don't know, put N. If you know yes, put Y. If you agree, whether you agree or disagree, put A. Is it clear? Put C. Is it true? T. If you want me to explain, then put E. If it is right, R. Is it clear now? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. I want to make sure that there's communication failure most of the time. If it is clear, put C in the chat box so I will know whether. Yes, thank you. Shruti, Sharika. Okay, what about others? Do you have any? Explain Kumar Ji. No. When I ask you to the turn, put C or A, put a T. That's all what you have to do. Here, there is nothing more to explain. Life is hard. It is harder if you are stupid. Do you agree with that quote? If you put agree, put A in the chat box. That's all. I've shown a quote and whether you agree or not. Yes, thank you, Kumarji. Shruti Sharika, no. Okay. Sam Parvez, Rama Devi Ambadi, agree. So most of you agree. Okay. Life is, she said, Shruti thinks that life is not hard and it is not harder if you are stupid.
Yes.
Okay. We don't have that much time to engage in a debate. So I'm going to move on. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Is it clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. Life is simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Okay, Shruti, Sarika, C. Okay, Kumarji, C. Thank you. So we are communicating well so far. Making this simple complicated is commonplace. Making this simple complicated is commonplace. I'll give you a real life example. Marriage. You can get married, simple. You go to your registrar's office and you need only 2 witnesses. You can get married. Or you can go to a temple. That is also not that complicated and invite few families. Or you can book a big venue, invite 1,000 people or 2,000 people and a very expensive buffet and spend 50 lakhs to many crores for that wedding ceremony and make it as complicated as possible with events. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. If I am right, R in the chat box. You are seeing that one every day. The wedding itself becomes, oh, thank you, Kumarji. So complicated and spend lot of money, that also borrowed money. The PF, whatever they get after retirement, the money, some 20 lakhs, everything is spent on one single marriage. Then you become moneyless, penniless. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. That is how people make their life complicated. And the topic is keep it simple, stupid. People don't make things simple and they make it so complicated. And that is how they subsequently suffer. Thank you, Dr. Ram Parvesh. My mission, 4E. I always try to make it simple. 4E. First E is entertain. Second one is to educate by sharing facts and evidence. Third, enlighten. Once you know all these things, you will get more knowledge and you will be enlightened, insightful. Last 4 is empower. That is, knowledge is always power. So once you get the knowledge, you are empowered. Do you agree that I have my mission statement is simple? If you agree, put A in the chat box. Will I preach what I practice? If I don't preach, okay, what I practice, then I'm a hypocrite. Okay, thank you. So simplified. My webinars are always based on FAQ. F stands for facts, A stands for anecdotes, some stories, real life stories or mythological stories, then quotations. There are many books on how to lead a simple life. I'm showing a couple of titles. One is The Simple Living. And about the stupidity also, there are numerous books. 7 Stupid Things. Definition of the word simple. What exactly is simple? Easy to do or understand, not complicated. Is this definition simple? If it is simple, put Y in the chat box. Yes. Is it simple? I try to make everything simple. Okay. Thank you, Kumarji. Yeah, I spend a lot of time. To make things simple, you have to spend some time. Yes, thank you, Ramprakashi. Quotes and proverbs are insightful and useful. They are expressed using simple words. Very insightful. One example or a couple of examples. No pain, no gain. Have you heard this? Have you heard this proverb? If you have heard this one, put Y in the chat box. Yes, Kumarji. No pain, no gain. Or all that glitters is not gold. Then the quotation I showed you earlier. Life is hard by John Wayne. It is harder if you are stupid. Use simple and short words. I'm going to test. Here it is not one word in the chat box. You have to type in. Provide. How can you use a different word which is shorter and simple? Provide. Replace that with a shorter and simple word. Anybody? Okay. Now we don't have much time, so I'll move on with the other examples also. Time management. Provide. Give. I provided him 1,000 rupees. And can you provide me something? Can you give me? Murder. He was murdered. Simple word. Short. Kill. He was killed. Purchase. I'm going to purchase a new computer, a new iPhone. I'm going to buy. Simple and shorter. Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. Bye. Thank you, Shruti. Agree, Kumarji. So every day, that is, try to learn to make everything shorter and simple. The main problem with it, I'm an allopath. So I know I have been practicing medicine for 50 years. I know nearly more than 80% of the doctors, they are poor communicators. They don't use simple words, so the patients don't understand what they are talking about. Use simple words, easy to understand. I'm going to show you 3 license plates. This one is from K.I.S.S. That's where I am, this state. License plate 248, 3 numbers, KKX, 3 alphabets. This one from Missouri, my neighboring state. SF1, F4, X. First one, K.I.S.S, Missouri. Second one. First one is simple, easy to remember also. Second one is slightly complex. Now comes Kerala, India. KL07CK2294, 10 digits. That is more complex, complicated. Do you agree? Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. A simple thing, even a license plate. Just 2 states again. How to make it simple? No. Especially in India, KLDUTN010508, all those things, so complicated. Now the definition of the word stupid: lack of intelligence, lack of common sense, lack of good judgment, lack of insight. So the stupid people, sometimes they may lack intelligence, or they lack common sense, or they lack good judgment, or they lack insight. Is that clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. Diveshri, you are not putting anything in the chat box. Use your hand. Okay, in the chat box, type in. Okay, Rampraji. So clear. So that is what that term means. Do you know the similarity between a dead body and a person who is stupid? If you don't know, put N in the chat box. If you know, put Y in the chat box. Do you know the similarity between a person who is stupid and a person who is dead? If you don't know, put N in the chat box. Yes, so you know the difference. Okay, no. Okay, Jayadevan, no. Okay, Iveshri, no. Thank you. Okay. Jayachandran, he listened to my talk just 2 days back in another forum, Ram Parvesh. Okay, I will make it easy to understand. It will be entertaining. I told you my mission is to entertain. Read this quotation. I'm going to read this quotation slowly. When you are dead, you don't know you are dead. See, if I am dead, then I become a dead body. And dead body won't be able to know that anything. It is only painful and difficult for others. For others, okay, that person is dead. Oh, that person is dead. I will be painful. And they know, yes, you are dead. The same applies when you are stupid also. Because a person who is stupid, he doesn't know that he is stupid. Others know that person is very stupid. It will be very, very difficult to deal with that person who is stupid. Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. Is it entertaining? If you agree, put A in the chat box, my dear friends. So that is similarity between, okay, thank you, Kumarji. A dead body and a stupid person. It is very, very difficult. I'm sure you must have come across in your life many people who are so stupid. You try to convince them. No. You get tired. You get frustrated. You give up. That is a stupid person. How to identify. Okay, very interesting question. Thank you. And no, you show the facts? No. You show the evidence? No. India, as it is IMF, World, the Monetary Fund, everything saying that fourth largest economy. Fourth largest economy. But one leader in India, he says, India economy is dead. The economy is dead. You get it? You understand? If you understand, put U in the chat box. That is one of the real examples of stupidity. Thank you, Kumarji. Look at the fact, data. All your opinions, comments should be based on facts and evidence. Okay, thank you, Divashiri. Sun Tzu, a Chinese philosopher and military strategist, always he used to use simple words. I'll show you one of his quotes. Great guy. I must have read his book a couple of times. And great leaders, again, many leaders, political leaders, they read Sun Tzu. Anand Bakshi, the songwriter, Hindi movie industry, simple words. He was an 8th grader. His formal education, high school dropout. Ye kya hua? Kaise hua? Kab hua? Kyon hua? You must have heard that song. There's always any problem, you must ask what, why, how, when. Simple, okay? If you want to address a problem, a challenge, all these questions you must ask yourself. The same way, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, छोड़ो बेकार. That is, people will always say something about you. Anything they will say. That is what they do. That is what they ignore. Ignore. Otherwise, you lose your peace of mind. Very truthful. Do you agree? That is a very good advice. If you agree, put A in the chat box. Anand Bashi, these songs, because I listen to these songs, because I gain a lot of wisdom from listening to these old songs. Very meaningful and insightful. People get angry, upset when somebody criticizes. This is what I approach. I used to, long time back, some 40 years back, I also used to get upset if somebody criticizes me. When it is unfair, when I don't deserve that kind of a criticism. But these days, no, yeah, that is his job. That is what he will do. I ignore. I know that is false. That is wrong. I don't want to lose my sleep over that one. So Anand Bakshi, the same way Hasrat Jaipuri, different songwriters, old Hindi movie songs, rich in notes. Dost, dost na raha. Listen to that song. So never trust. Friends also, they may betray you. That is what is happening right now between two countries, India and another country. I don't want to mention the name of that country. Okay. They said that, okay, Modi is my very good friend, very good friend, very good friend. What is happening? What is happening? Dost, dost, raha. That is what it is. Our External Affairs Minister, Jaishankar. Have you watched any of his interviews, videos? If you have not watched, put please N in the chat box. If you have not watched, please put N in the chat box. I want to know. Then I will explain more. Does it mean that everybody has watched? No. Okay, thank you. No problem. Jayachandra, no problem. I won't blame anybody if you have not watched. Because I watch that one. How to communicate assertively. Communication skill, you must be assertive. You must know how to use the facts. You must know how to use the evidence. I'm going to play his video recording. It will be just 1 minute long. Just 1 minute. Because that one, before that, okay, now I will explain what happened. That India has been buying oil from Russia since 2022, low price. And actually, initially it was America who asked India to buy Russian oil to make sure that the price is kept down. International market, the oil price won't go up. Now they are blaming India for buying the oil. And one Peter Navarra is that this is Modi's war. The Russia-Ukraine war is Modi's war. Pointing finger at Modi. We are buying the Russian oil and we are funding the war. Russia is getting money from us, and with that money, they are fighting the war. Are you aware of this news? If you are aware of this news, put Y in the chat box. I want to know whether you are really aware of this one. Because some people are not aware of what is going on in the real world. Yes, okay, Ram Prashiji. Yes, what about others? Okay. Shruti Seriga, you, yes. Okay. So many people are not aware. I say understand people who are silent, that means they have no idea about what is going on in the real world. They're blaming the pointing finger at India and how he handled in that interview. Listen to him. Very interesting. Is that it is not India who is buying the Russian or the funding. European Union who are pointing fingers at India, you are buying their gas more. China is buying more. And how can you say India is? Listen to him. And he was able to silence them.
To comment on a person, but let me comment on the subject. We are not the biggest purchasers of Russian oil. That is China. We are not the biggest purchasers of Russian LNG. I'm not sure, but I think that is the European Union. We are not the country which has the biggest trade surge with Russia after 2022. I think there are some countries to the south. We are a country where actually the Americans said for the last few years that we should do everything to stabilize the world energy markets, including buying oil from Russia. Incidentally, we also buy oil from America, and that amount has been increasing. So, quite honestly, we are very perplexed at the logic of the argument that you.
Was it audible? Clear? Is it clear? And you understood how Jaishankar used facts, simple words, and exposed their hypocrisy, the double standards. That is what he is. I don't miss any of his interviews, videos. And I learned every time I watch his video something more about how to be assertive. That is what it is. If you are not assertive, no way you can deal with them. So simple words, facts.
To comment on
this one, ഇവിടെ നല്ല ഇനം മീൻ വിൽക്കപ്പെടും. Good quality fish is sold here. In a market, one guy, I'm giving you a fictional name, Ahmad. He opened a fish stall. And in front of the fish stall, he put a blackboard and he wrote with a chalk piece, good quality fish sold here. Malayalam, നല്ല ഇനം മീൻ ഇവിടെ വിൽക്കപ്പെടും. Then that Ahmad wanted to know, the feedback from the customers. So the first customer, when Anthony came, and he asked, sorry, what do you think about this board? And he looked at the board, he said, hey, this board, you have put it in front of your shop. So good quality fish sold here, that here is not required. He also felt convinced, yeah, this is in front of my shop. So he erased that here. And the second customer, Jacob, he asked the same question, how is it? He said that, right, good quality fish sold. Who is going to sell bad quality in a fish store? Who will buy a bad quality? They'll buy only good quality. Okay, that's true. So he erased that good quality. Then fish sold. The third customer, Matthew, he asked the same question. He said, fish in a market, it is for selling. It is not for a display. So why do you want that sold? Okay, he erased that one. So from 4 words, it came down to 1 word, fish. And the last customer said that, fish, why do you want to write fish? Everybody can see that fish. It is fish. Why do you want that word? So he removed the board. So simple, unnecessarily complicated. Okay, Kumarji, complicated by putting a board and writing many things. That is what happens many times. Okay, thank you, Kumarji. So I entertained you. And at that time, educated you, enlightened you. This is Sun Tzu's one of the famous quotes. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Do you want me to explain? If you want me to explain, put E in the chat box. If you want me to explain with a real life example, put E in the chat box. E, okay, Kumarji. E, here. Because when you get into a fight, legal battle or war, you must know what your strengths are. Know thyself. And India, recent that Operation Sindoor, knew that we have Akash missile, we have BrahMos, we have SU-400, and we have the army, the military personnel, military intelligence. We have information about where Pakistan, they have that locations, everything. So we knew that we know. And we know that what Pakistan has and what Pakistan doesn't have. So what happened? We won that one within 4 days. They destroyed nearly 11 the airstrips and the terrorists also, a family full of terrorists. Now, is it clear? Know thyself, know thy enemy. If it is clear, put C in the chat box. Okay, thank you, Kumarji. Okay. Okay, USA. I don't know what one person has put F. I don't know. We don't have the time to get into a debate. I've shared the facts. Everything is in the facts. When I got into a battle here, legal battle, because I was subjected to harassment, discrimination, bullying, retaliation, I knew my strength. I know how to communicate well. I know how to write, how to respond. That is my strength. And I knew their weaknesses, the management. They don't have any facts. They don't have any evidence to support their response. So I took the case to the federal court. I had 5 legal cases against them. I won all the 5 cases because of that Sun Tzu, that one. Know thyself. Know thy enemy. Is it clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. Because I applied that one. When I read a quotation, I don't read it just for fun. Thank you, Kumarji. I read it and I digest it and I remember it and then I apply that one. Many people think that knowledge is power. No, that is incomplete. Only applied knowledge is power. Many people, they don't apply knowledge. Look at the doctors. I'm a modern medicine doctor. And we know, in the 3rd year itself, we learn the pharmacology, alcohol, the bad effects, ill effects of toxic effects of alcoholism. But there are plenty of doctors, including some of my friends, abuse alcohol, they suffer from liver failure, cirrhosis. So that knowledge is useless. Agreed? Agreed, put it in the chat box. That is stupidity. That is an example of glaring stupidity. What is the point in knowing that one if you don't apply that one into practice? So I apply whatever I learn, any quotation, any proverb, into practice. Success is nothing but than a few simple disciplines. Practice every day. Jim Rohn. Success is a matter of understanding and religiously practicing specific simple habits that always lead to success, i.e. simple habits. I'm going to share 8 simple habits. These simple habits, they are not from any textbook. It is not a cut and paste presentation. These 8 simple habits I identified and I have put those habits into practice. So I'm going to share that secret with you all. 8 habits. 1, smiling. Smiling is a habit, my dear friends. Some people, they don't smile at all. Always a serious expression. And they may smile with very close friends. I learned that is the power of smiling after coming to, Shamra, after coming to USA in 1989, first time. I see that is, they smile even as strangers. Hi, how are you? When I go for purchasing anything in any shop, they check out. Hi, how are you? Have a good weekend. They smile. And when they smile, you feel good. And they feel good. So I learned that when I started smiling. Now I smile a lot. When I come to India also, auto rickshaw, when I hire an auto rickshaw, when I come and he comes, I smile at him and I tell him I want to go to the railway station. And when I get off that one, thank you, I smile. And most of the time, they look perplexed because they haven't seen anybody saying thank you or smiling. smile. The power, I'm going to show you a couple of other slides later. Inexpensive. Change your this one habit. Smile. Look at a politician. Exception maybe Narasimha Rao. Otherwise, the politicians, they smile. And the election posters, they're all smiling with showing their third molar. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. You won't see any election poster, poll poster of a politician with a serious expression. Right? Okay. So learn from certain lessons, valuable lessons from politicians. They know the power of smile. Okay. Thank you. I'm talking about something useful, relevant. Don't cost any money. Hugging. Now you know that is a hugging. Divya Shri, I don't know whether you have any children, whether you are married, and young kids, what do when they see the parents? A 3-year-old, they run towards the parent and hug. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. There are plenty of people. They come and hug. They want to hug. Every young child. Hugging. As an adult also, we crave for hugging. But we don't give the hugging. That's the difference. Everybody needs a hug. It gives some kind of a comfort. And look at the culture also. Look at the guys in the Middle East. They greet each other by hugging. And the Christians, at least they touch, hold the hand. Only the Hindus, no hugging, most of them. Namaste, don't touch. Am I right? We have forgotten the power of the hugging, touch. And I will show you some slides about the two personalities who are very good huggers. Can you think of anybody right now? A good hugger? If you think, put in the chat box. Can you think of a hugger? This personality, wherever he goes, he hugs. Okay, one is Amma. Yes, good. Amrita-Mai. She is called a hugging saint. When she comes to USA, the local newspapers, they used to say the hugging saint will be here for 2 days. And I have met her 3 times. I'm not the Amma, the Bhakt or anything. I just wanted to see how she was doing all these things. And yeah, she hugs and she knows how to. And 10 seconds only. Time management, high speed. 10 seconds. Hugging, out. Hugging, out. Okay, now another person, Modi ji. Okay, good. And you know, consecutively, in the last 3 years, the popularity that one, the score rating, not from India, the international version, above 70% Modi, the first number 1. That is a fact I'm sharing. If you think that, okay, I'm a Modi bug, okay, you have got the full freedom to think whatever you want to think. I'm sharing some facts. That's all. I'm not a Modi bug. I'm not a BJP guy. I'm not an RSS guy. I'm sharing a fact. The fact is a fact. Thank you. Complimenting. If somebody does something good, right, whether it is your children or anybody, good. Excellent. Give a pat on the back. Look at in the sports, cricket, if somebody, 50 runs or something, then the fellow players, they go and hug and pat the back. Am I right? That is how you encourage, motivate, learn from the sportsmen. I do that one. Because when myself and my son, 25 years ago, when we went to a small Chinese food restaurant, we occasionally or rarely we go and eat out. And there they serve spicy, the shrimp and lo mein. something like noodles. Very tasty, very good. So both of us went to that person who was who is the chef who made this one. And she looked back, there are 3 chefs. And she pointed one person. Then I said that, okay, can you speak English? Then she said, no. Then I asked her to call him. And he looked at me. Both of us, we showed this gesture. That shrimp was an excellent taste. Compliment. Oh, his face immediately brightened. And subsequently, when he used to go there, he used to put extra 2 pieces and extra scoop of rice for the same price. That compliment. Is it interesting? Just a word of appreciation or a gesture of appreciation. Same price, we are getting 2 pieces of shrimp extra and 1 scoop of that noodles extra. Don't be stingy. Give compliments. Gratitude and politeness. Thank you. And again, request always, hey, could you please? Use the word please lavishly. No side effect. Just like a drug, medicine. Some medicines have side effects. Here, please, please, please. Could you please? I learned this one again after coming to USA. I've seen some people using this please. Oh, could you please help me? Could you please give me that information? Please. Okay, then I also started using the word. Could you please? Any email? Could you please? Oh, yes. Politeness. Otherwise, it will be an order. Back home, many bosses, with a nurse instruction, I used to do that one. Nurse, get me that one. But here, no. Call the nurse. Could you please get me? Could you please get me the blood pressure machine? Could you please check the blood pressure? Could you please, could you please, could you please? That's what I do. Simple. That is a habit. You have to change that habit. Then walking. Okay, simple. Yeah, if you want to keep physically fit, all that is required is a brisk 30-minute walk. You don't have to go to a gym. People, they are in Kerala. I know, I'm from Kerala. To make it complicated, they take a membership. Monthly, they pay 2,000 or 5,000 rupees to a gym. And then they go, weight, everything, get shoulder sprain, then go to a doctor. Then for many days, okay, that is shoulder sprain. Why? Simple walk is more than enough, a simple habit. And people to go to that gym and drive 15 minutes and drive back and spend the time also. You spend a lot of time. This one walking 30 minutes. That's what I do every day. I'm in pretty good health. Yeah. So simple walk. That is more than enough. Unprocessed food, I will share some examples. Eating unprocessed food. And I stopped eating any processed food in the evening. For dinner, just unprocessed food, some few fruits, some nuts, seed, yogurt. That's all for my dinner. Then cooking. Why the hell do you want to waste a lot of time in the kitchen every day? When I cook it for 3 or 4 days. When I'm making rice, okay, 4 days. Sambar for 4 days. Or potato fry, 4 days. Then I take particularly microwave. Oh, some people say, a microwave, it is not fresh. When you are going to a fast food McDonald's, when you order for a chicken burger, are they giving it fresh? It is there in the freezer, made 1 month back or 2 months back. No problem. Why the hell do you want to waste your time? Because when I make that idli, again 24 idlis, it takes only say 45 minutes or 1 hour. The next 5 days I don't have to cook. I eat 4 idlis. So 5 days I don't have to cook. I save a lot of time. No problem. Many ladies these days, you are wasting time in the kitchen. And because of the laziness, they go and buy the Uber. Are they bringing some fresh food? You don't know when they cooked. And you don't know what are the ingredients, artificial ingredients. They put many preservatives, flavor enhancing. That's how you damage your health. Last one, shortening speech. And here also, I told Dr. Dinesh That is, when you introduce me, make it very simple. That is a Dr. Reddiar. Dr. Reddiar. And Dr. Manoj also told him that Dr. Reddiar is a physician and philosopher from USA, and he has given more than 250 webinars on behavioral science. That's all what I wanted. But introduction, oh, he graduated in 1973 in India, he has got MD, he has MRCP. Why? If I ask these people who are sitting here, can you tell me what are my qualifications? And when did I graduate? You won't be able to. Don't waste the time. Welcome speech, everything, shorten that one. Okay. Mother Teresa, we shall never know all the good that a smile, simple smile. You smile at a baby, the baby will love you. And I have seen some pediatricians, they don't smile and the child immediately gets scared. When they go to a doctor, they always are anxious. They are anxious, fear. If a pediatrician smiles gentle, yes. If you don't know how to smile, then don't choose pediatrics of all the specialties. Hey, Modi hugging, Putin, Modi hugging, Pope Francis, and Amrutanandamai. And now, Shashi Tharoor. This is a real one. This is not a fake one. This one is not a fake video photo. In 2024, last year, December, when you are sitting in his garden, and a monkey just like that from somewhere came and sat on his lap and he gave a banana, it ate and it hugged him. Okay? You know that Shashi Tharoor, he always smiles. He is one of the few politicians. He smiles. That is the secret behind his success. That is the secret behind his success, Shashi Tharoor. Even the monkey also liked him. M.G. Ramachandran, the former chief minister, he was very popular. And the women, they loved him, they worshipped him, they adored him. Look at that one. Hugging an old lady. And here again another. And when you are in a shooting, there also. And people don't understand the secret behind his success. 50% of the vote. Women, 50% of the vote. He was able to get that. And he won consistently. This is again about the walking, 20 minutes, jogging. Unprocessed food, milk. I drink 2 cups of milk every day. Egg, at least 3 or 4 times in a week, I eat eggs. Boiled egg or bullseye. Yogurt, cheese every day. Fruits, 2 or 3 fruits. It may be apple, oranges, or grapes, or avocado, or pears, fruits. Seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Nuts, cashew nut, walnut. I eat every day. Vegetables, either the cucumber, carrot, lettuce. Then seafood. These days, seafood, air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, buy an air fryer. Tilapia with air fryer, you can make it within some 10 minutes. Just a little bit of spray oil and sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper and chili. Done. Done. Very minimally processed. Tools for simplification, word power. One needs good vocabulary power to communicate and make everything simple. Thinking skills, think. And that Jayashankar, assertiveness. Sometimes the questions are complicated, the answers are simple. That has been one of my mantras, focus and simplicity. Simple can be harder than complex. The success and why this iPhone is so popular. We entered the market when there were already the Nokia, BlackBerry competition because iPhone, user-friendly, simple, very user-friendly. Men are born ignorant, not stupid. They are made stupid by education. That is why people with a high qualification, PhD, forget about it. They are, most of them, I'm not saying that all, most of them are so stupid. And in America, they say PhD means permanent head damage. Permanent head damage, that is what PhD is. Never argue with the stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Less is more. Example, you don't need a lot. This is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi when he was in South Africa. Look at his dress. Expensive dress, suit, and the very same Gandhi changed whole appearance, simplified. No shirt. So learn from Gandhi how to make many things simple. Upcoming talks next week, IAS quotient, then enough is enough at one. So I'm now stopping, and we have 7 more minutes. If you want to ask any question, you can ask a question. If you want to share a comment, you can share a comment. Did you find this session, KISS, useful and insightful? If you found it useful and insightful, in the chat box, put UI. That is how I get a feedback. Useful and insightful. Okay, thank you, Divya Shriji. Okay, Shruti Sariga. And I'm sure that you might, I don't think that you have heard this kind of a talk before. And you may not hear this kind of talk in the future also. Because I choose topics which are unique. Okay, thank you, Jason. I choose topics unique and I spend enough time. Do a lot of reading, research, and make it easy to understand. Okay, thank you, Ram Praveshi. Any questions? Any comments? Time management. Thank you. Wonderful session. Thank you. I'm trying to empower you, and I have shared what I do, my simple habits. Just to follow me. Okay, thank you. Any questions? And we are Shailaji. Why? So you are complimenting me. That's good. I told you that don't hesitate to compliment. When you said that wonderful, that is complimenting. That is what.
Your class always wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
That today also very good class.
Very good. Thank you. Because I don't like wasting my time.
Yes.
And I don't like wasting the time of others. Okay, Daneshji.
Yes, sir. It was very wonderful session and very interesting also. And so I would like to ask for if anyone has any questions or any thoughts regarding this, please raise your hand. So or
Okay,
type
now,
in chat box.
Kumarji, that is a question that one requires not a one-word answer. Because I have given talks on the YouTube. You can find my talks on stress, distress, eustress, and how to get relaxation. Please watch those videos. And Daneshji, yeah, you have raised your hand.
Yes, sir. It's really an excellent session, and you really show what's the importance of hugging and how one can befriend, gain friends as well as enemies. Because if you do in a wrong sense, that definitely will be a wrong thing, and if you do it in the right thing, you will get a lot of good friends as well as. And this is what whenever there is a quarrel going on within family members, and thereafter people used to show the green faces. But instead of that, when one realized that, oh, it was my mistake, then you can go and hug the person to whom you irritated, then definitely that will calm the situation, and then there will be no more problems. This is what I would like to add to the session, sir. What's your opinion on that?
Okay, yeah, definitely. And look at in the practice also, Dr. Daneshji, here also, I call or address people by their names. When they put that, okay, thank you, Sudhiji, and thank you, Ram Parveshiji, names. Try to address people by calling their names. Not you. The patient also. I received the highest number of written 40, that is 40 providers, I received the highest written compliments from patients, more than 10. And only 5 people got written compliments. They are all saying that Dr. Reddiar is very warm, friendly. They didn't talk about my clinical knowledge. They didn't say, many of them, they didn't say, oh, Dr. Reddiar knows many things about the medicine and he made a correct diagnosis. No. They said he is warm. Why? Because when I go, oh, hi, Mr. Peterson, I first get the name, then I address them, hi, Mr. Peterson. And during that interaction also, at least 3 or 4 times, okay, Mr. Peterson, do you think that one? Okay, so is it clear for you, Mr. Peterson? Mr. Peterson, 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 4 or 5 times. That person feels very good. Okay, I didn't treat him. One person wrote, Dr. Reddiar never treats, but he treated me like a number. Like a number. The moment you use you, impersonal. Is it clear? That is very easy
Yes, sir.
to do. That's all what is required. And in my neighborhood, they have pet a dog. And I asked them, what is the name of that dog? They said it is a Mila. Then whenever I see them, hi Mila, how are you doing? Hi Mila, it looks at me. Okay, because suddenly somebody is calling my name. And Mila. Then another cat, Mia. So I asked the name, then I go, and the cat walks, hi Mia. Okay, Mia also turns and looks at me. Okay, the name, the sweetest sound for anybody, even any animal. That's all what is required. Okay, if there are no further questions, I think the time is up. Okay, thank you all for your active participation and put the knowledge into practice. Watch this video again, because it is not possible for you to remember whatever I told you after one time listening. Thank you. Good night.
Thanks a lot, sir. So it was really a very wonderful session. And I will also keep it simple for vote of thanks. So only I'm saying so thank you. And please, it's a request to take a time again and again enlighten us with this some interesting topics also, sir. It's a very engaging session also. And we thoroughly enjoyed this session, must say.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
thank you, everyone. Thank you all the participants also for participating in this so much engaging sessions. So now I will hand over this session to Malayalam Fukan. Thank you, everyone. Good night.